Hello wonderful women, it's Claudia from Nourished by Claudia, and today I've decided to record this video because I haven't talked to you in such a long time and I was missing you, and I'm missing hearing from you and sharing my experiences with you. So today we're gonna talk about the 4 things that we don't consider when we are recovering from hypothalamic amenorrhea. In all my past videos and in all my Instagram, Facebook posts, and also my private Facebook group Recovery from HA Support, I try to underline the positive sides of recovering from hypothalamic amenorrhea. For example, the increased sex drive, the increased energy, the decreased stress, the improved sleep quality, the mental freedom, food freedom, having your brain space back to think about something else that is not food and exercise, less injuries, and all of these, they are absolutely true, and life becomes so much better when you decide to take recovery seriously and when you get your menstrual cycle back. But it's not always rose and flowers, so there are quite a few things that you need to consider when you're going through HA recovery, so you don't feel really alone when you encounter them. So the first one that I would like to talk about today is weight gain. Weight gain sucks, and there is not a better way to put it. But you have to gain some weight, gain some fat, so then your estrogen level are gonna go up, your FSH and LH are gonna increase, and then you're gonna be able to menstruate because your body is gonna feel safe to ovulate and then obviously to menstruate. So weight gain sucks. Fine, just accept it and move on with your life. If you know that it's something that you have to do, then you will do it in a much easier way. If you resist it, then it's gonna be a problem. Let's say, for example, that you have been running and you get a stress fracture. You go and see the doctor and they give you crutches because you're in pain, and they tell you that you can't run. So you have no choices. You have to wear crutches for at least a couple of months, and they tell you not to exercise. So recovery from HA and weight gain are very, very similar. There is no way around it. It's better if you accept the fact that you need to gain the weight, so you're gonna be able to recover. And the quicker you gain the weight, the quicker that you give yourself the chance to eat whatever you want and rest a little bit and prioritize self-care, then the quicker you're gonna get your menstrual cycle back and you can move on with the rest of your life. Secondly, you're gonna cry a lot. You're gonna cry in the beginning because you're gonna gain weight, because if you look outside, everyone is basically sending you the wrong messages that you need to cut the carbs, you need to follow a 1200 calories diet, you need to eat less than your partner, and so on and so forth. And when you're going through HA recovery, you basically have to go against the mainstream. You have to do exactly the opposite of what the magazines, ads, and so on and so forth are telling you to do. So there is lots of self-doubts and lots of fear as well. And I'm sure that you're gonna experience some lack of self-esteem, you're gonna overthink the whole process. And trust me, you're gonna cry so much. And the sooner that you get, the closer that you get to your menstrual cycle, the more you're gonna cry, also because you're gonna feel very hormonal. Your estrogen level is going back up after such a long period of time. You have all these follicles that are maturing and are ready to be expelled from your ovaries. So obviously you're gonna feel absolutely a wrecking mess. And so embrace it. Take the tissue box, buy plenty of them, and share this journey with someone. If you don't feel comfortable to sharing this journey with your closest friends or even with your partner or your family, just make sure that you find a professional. And trust me, I'm here for you. Most of the time, whenever I speak with my wonderful women, we talk a lot about emotions, stress, mindsets, and how to implement changes in the daily routine, but we don't talk much about nutrition, even though I'm a nutrition and dietetic consultant. Then third tips, you need to invest in a new wardrobe. So it's time to exercise, but not exercise yourself. It's time to exercise your wallet. Your wallet needs a proper workout. Start buying clothes that fit you, okay? You don't wanna wear only leggings and massive sweatpants and stuff that really don't make you feel pretty. They don't they don't give you much back. So start investing in your body, in your self-care, in your person, and buy a couple of beautiful dresses online, something that makes you feel very feminine and flowy, and something that is not tight around your waist area or even around your arms and your bum, because you don't want to get the constant reminder that you're gaining the weight. Okay. And don't buy too much, don't go crazy, because your weight and your shape is going to change quite a lot in the next few months. And you will see that as soon as you get your period back, your body will keep on changing and self-adjusting. But make sure that for now that you buy a couple of beautiful dresses, and I don't know, wherever you are in the world, I'm very close to winter time. For you, it's going to be very close to summertime. But wherever you are, just make sure that you buy something that is colorful, something that is feminine, and something that makes you feel very pretty in. And also, why don't you dare also buying a beautiful new lipstick? I remember using lots of red lipsticks while I was going through recovery, because I don't know, made me feel very feminine, and it really worked for me. And then, last but not least, you're gonna experience a lot of body pain. I get so many messages from women that are struggling to understand why they are constantly in pain. Now that finally they're giving their body a break, and they're giving the body the rest that the body deserves. But unfortunately, pain in HA recovery, it's very real, especially in the first couple of months. This is a very physiological response to the fact that the cortisol level decreases. So cortisol level is normally very high when you deprive yourself from food, when you undernourish yourself, when you exercise too much, when you don't sleep well, when you go to an exercise class fasted in the morning, when you drink too much coffee, and when you're sleep deprived. So as soon as you start implementing your sleep routine, as soon as you cut down the coffee, you start nourishing your body, and you don't exercise as much as you did before, and especially you don't exercise on an empty stomach, you will suddenly see that your cortisol level are gonna drop immediately. And then unfortunately, it's gonna cause your brain to register body pain, because cortisol is a pain suppressant. That's why when you're in a lot of pain, they give you cortisones or drugs similar to cortisone. So anyway, it sounds really doom and gloom, but it isn't. The pain will go away, the weight gain is gonna stabilize, your new clothes, they're gonna fit you, and they're gonna make you feel much more feminine, much more beautiful. And then bring on the tears, because why not? You're allowed to cry, you're allowed to feel the feelings, and it's much better to embrace this journey instead of working against it. Alrighty, so that's enough for me today. If you want to join my private Facebook group, HA Recovery Support, or if you want to join the 7-week online HA Recovery program, you can find the links below.